With project 1 in the rearview mirror, it's time to move on to project 2. And this one I think you're going to have some fun with. So, we want to be told a story. So you're going to pick some kind of communication small group issue that you can sort of tell a story to a group of students. Right? So identify some kind of communication issue that you've studied in the class so far, or something that we're going to talk about later on in the semester. I want you to research the issue, look into other sources, find some other theories that might explain it, and then I want you to craft a story that solves the problem that's experiencing. So students, kids experiencing some kind of problem. All right, some small group issues you might want to think about are someone who talks too much, who doesn't talk at all, talking about groupthink, authority issues, inappropriate behavior, some gossip, assumptions, teamwork, the whole idea of forming, storming, norming, all those kind of things, disagreement among the group, conflict, power, all those kind of issues. So think about something that might be appropriate to our audience, who are going to be first and second graders. So think about back when you were a little kid, maybe 5, 6, 7 years old. What were you thinking about? What was going on the playground or in the classroom? And now sort of tie that into small group communication. Right? So the channel is you've got to create a storybook, 20 to 24 pages that tackle this issue with some engaging characters and an interesting plot line that little kids might be interested in. You can use Book Creator, which is a free service, proven to be somewhat helpful, maybe a little bit clunky, sometimes hard to organize with a group of 5 or 6 people, but it has worked in the past, and I'm assuming it'll work again. You can also bring in AI to help you with this. I don't want to have AI write the story for you or do anything like that, but AI can sort of build consistency within it. So kind of extras for the storybook, you can have images, which would be very helpful, and again, Storybook Creator will help you with that, or also AI will. Some kind of graphics, different kind of text styles that are appropriate for that audience, any kind of sounds or narration that you'd like to include, maybe background music. Just make sure everything's royalty free so we don't get any trouble with copyright law. Here are some guardrails though for AI, and this sort of document is in the Blackboard folder for this as well. Right? So you can have some help with discovering metaphors for children. You can also look at it so make sure that the audience is correct and have it audit that. Also visual style, this is probably the most important thing with AI, is having the contemporary visual style that's the same for all the pages in the storybook. So you can have AI help you sort of put that in if you're going to use AI to help you generate the characters and some of the visuals. And you can also have it audio test it for flow and pacing, again, to make sure once it's read out loud, because most first grade stories are read out loud in the classroom, you can have AI sort of check that and see how appropriate that is. So play around with AI. Again, don't use it to have it write it for you. I want you to create your own story, but you're going to be using AI in the future, so here's a chance to put it together in the classroom use. Right. So due dates, again, like the first assignment, you had a self-assessment that's due on week 14 for this one. Week 15, the second project is due, and you can see Module 9 for more details, which you probably already are because you're looking at this video. Good luck with that. Post any questions you might have in the discussion board, and I'll respond to those in a timely fashion. Good luck and have fun.